Hi everyone, it's me, Lance the Rhinoceros, and today we read Oh Say Can You Say by Dr. Seuss. Oh my brothers, oh my sisters, these are terrible tongue twisters. Oh Say Can You Say by Dr. Seuss. Said a book reading parrot named Hooey. The words in this book are all phooey. When you say them, your lips will make slips, back flips, and your tongue may end up in St. Louis. Fresh, fresher, freshest. Do you like fresh fish? It's just fine at Finny's Diner. Finny also has some fresher fish. That's fresher and much finer. But his best fish is his freshest fish, and Finny says with pride. The finest fish at Finny's is my freshest fish French fried. So, don't order the fish. So, don't order the fresh or the fresher fish. My bad. At Finny's, if you're wise, you'll say, fetch me the finest French fried freshest fish that Finny fries. Din Shin. We have a dinosaur named Din. Din's thin. Din doesn't have much skin, and the bones fall on him. and the bones fall out of his left front shin. And we have to call it Pinner Blinn, who comes with his handy shin pin bin, and with the thin blend shin bone pin and blend and pins Din shin bones right back in. Bed spreader, bread spreader. Bed spreader, bed spreaders, spread spreads on beds. Bread spreaders spread butters on breads. Bread spreaders spread bread spreaders spread butters on breads. My bad. And that bed spreader better watch out how he's spreading, or that bread spreader sure going to butter his bedding. Ate cakes, great cakes. As he gobbled the cakes on his plate, the greedy ape said as he ate, the greener green grapes are the keener keen apes to gobble green grape cakes, they're great. Huh? Are you having trouble in saying this stuff? It's really quite easy for me. I just look in my mirror and see what I say, and then I just say what I see. Now let's talk about money. You should leave your groks home when you travel by air. If you take him along, they charge double the fare. And your groks must be packed and locked up in a groks box, which costs much, much more than a little old fox box. So it's heaps a lot cheaper to fly with your foxes than waste all that money on boxes for groxes. And what do you think costs more? a simple thimble or a single shingle. A simple thimble could cost less than the single shingle, would I guess. So I think that the single shingle shouldn't cost more than the simple thimble would. Eat at Skipper Zip's. If you like to eat potato chips and chew pork chops on Clipper ships, I suggest that you chew a few chips in a chop at Skipper Zip's Clipper Ship Hip Chop Shop. And if your tongue is getting queasy, don't give up. The next one's easy. The fun nut alerts. There are so many things that you really should know, and that's why I'm bothering telling you so. You should know the first names of the Fun Nut Alert brothers, who like to pile each on the heads of the others. If you start at the top, there are Bipper and Bud, and Skipper and Jipper, and Jeffrey and Judd, Horatio, Horace, and Hendrix and Hud. And then come Dinwiddie and Dinty and Dud, also Fitzsimmons and Frederick and Fudd, and Slinky and Stinky and Start and Stud. And down at the bottom is poor little Lud. But if Lud ever sneezes, his name will be Mud. Quack, quack. Quack, quack. We have 2 ducks. One blue, one black. When our blue duck goes quack, quack, our black duck quickly quacks back. The quack's blue quacks make her quite a quacker, but black is a quicker quacker backer. And speaking of quacks, reminds me of cracks. And stacks and sacks and shacks and schnacks. So, can you say, I have cracks in my stack. I have cracks in my shack, my bad. I have smoke in my stack, and I think there's a schnack in the sack on my back. West Beast, East Beast. Upon an island hard to reach. The East Beast sits upon his beach. Upon the West Beach sits the West Beast. Each beast thinks he is the best. Which beast is best? Well, I thought at first that the East was best and the West was worst. Then I looked again, and from the West to the East, and I liked the beast on the East Beach least. Pete Pat's Pig. Pete brings Pat's pigs. Brings Pat's pig pigs. Brings Pat's big pigs. Don't ask me why, it doesn't matter. Pete Briggs is a pink pig big pig patter. Pete Briggs pats his big pink pigs all day. Don't ask me why, I cannot say. Then Pete puts his patted pigs away. In his Pete Briggs pink pig's big pig's pig pen. Fritz food, Fred food. Fritz needs Fred and Fred. Fred needs Fritz. Fritz feeds Fred with Fritz feeds Fred and Fred feeds Fritz.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, how's it going?
Good.
Good. Bye, buddy.
Bye.
He's really okay with being interrupted.
Good.
Fred
Have a
feeds
good weekend.
Fritz
Good
with
luck with
Fritzy
everything.
Fred food.
I will see you, I believe, Monday.
Fritz
Okay.
feeds
At
Fred.
TV.
All right.
Okay.
Fritz feeds Fred with Fritzy Fritz food. Ooh, my bad. And Fritz, when fed off, has often said, I'm a Fred fed Fritz. Fred's a Fritz Fred. Fritz fed Fred. How to tell a clot from a glot. How to tell a clot from a glot. Well, the glots you'll notice has lots of black spots. The clots is quite different, with lots of black dots. But the big problem is that the spots on a glot are about the same size as the dots on a clot. So you first have to spot who the one and with the dots is. Then it's easy to tell who the clots or the glots is. What would you rather be when you grow up? A cop in a cop's cap? A cop in a cop's cap? Or a cupcake cook in a cupcake cook's cap? Or a fat flat jack flapper in a flat jack cap? Or, if you think you don't like cops' caps, flapjack flappers or cupcake cooks' caps. Maybe you're one of those choosy chaps who likes cookie, a captain's caps perhaps. More about Blend. Well, when Blend comes home tired from his work pitting shins, the happiest hour of old Blend's day begins. Mr. Blend is the father of musical twins, who, tucking twin instruments under her twin chins, lulled their daddy to sleep with twin Blend violins. And, oh say, can you say, far away in Berlin, a musical urchin named Gretchen von Schwinn has a blue-footed, true-footed true-footed, trick fingers, slick fingers, six finger, her six-string tin-twin mandolin. Rope soap, hoop soap. Rope soap, hoop soap. If you hope to wash soap off a rope, simply scrub it with scrope. Scrope is so strong that no rope is too long. But if you should wish to wash soup off a hoop? I suggest that it's best to let your whole silly soaped up hoop soak in soapy Cooper's super and soapy Cooper's super soap off hoops soak sun. Merry Christmas, Mush. One year we had a Christmas brunch with Merry Christmas Mush to munch. With Merry Christmas Mush to munch. But I don't think you would care for such. We didn't like to munch much. And speaking of Christmas, here are some great gifts to give to your daddy. If your daddy's name is Jim and Jim swims if Jim slim, the perfect Christmas gift for him is a set of Slim Jim swim fins. But if your daddy's name is Dwight and he likes to look at birds at night, the gift for Dwight that might be right is a bright Dwight bird flight night sight light. But never give your daddy a wireless. A wireless with whiskers is not a good pet. And a wireless which whispers is worse even yet. When a wireless lips whispers through tough, rough, wet whiskers, your poor daddy's ear will get blisters and blisters. And that's almost enough of such stuff for one day. And that's almost enough of such stuff for one day. One more and you're finished. Oh, say, can you say? And that's almost enough of such stuff for one day. One more and you're finished. Oh, say, can you say? The storm starts. When it drops, start dropping. When it drops, stop dropping. Then the storm starts stopping. The end.